Welcome back to New World. In this video I will be explaining 11 mistakes that players make so that you guys can avoid them. Starting off with number 1, do not overpay for fast travel in this game. If we head to the map and we have a look at fast traveling, you have to be in a settlement or at a shrine in order to fast travel. Right now I am in the main settlement in Everfall. And for an example, if I wanted to fast travel down to Hermit's Shrine, if I hover over the fast travel, you'll see that it's going to cost me 110 Azoth, which is not really a rare resource, but it's capped at 1,000 and is used in every single fast travel. So you'll see that the base cost is 50 and then there's a 60 encumbrance cost. Whereas because I'm part of the faction which is purple, if we go up to, let's say we go over to the right hand side of Everfall to Reekwater Hamlet, fast travel will cost me 75, that's a base cost of 50, an encumbrance cost of 60, and a distance of 15. However, my faction discount will take 50 off that, so the total will be 75. If you pay attention to your inventory, and your encumbrance, if you bring your encumbrance down, your fast travel cost will go down. So behind us over here we have the storage shed. So if I go and dump off my smelting stuff and the weapons, that takes my inventory, like my encumbrance, down quite a lot. And then if we go back to the map and we have a look, down to Hermit's Shrine, going to cost 70 now instead of 110. And then over to the right hand side back to Reekwater Hamlet is now going to cost 51. So you save a lot of Azoth by just lowering your encumbrance, so basically taking stuff out of your inventory. And if you press tab to put up your inventory, you can see your Azoth count down in the bottom right corner. The second mistake players often make is paying on high taxes. So do not pay for high tax stuff. If we look at the settlements, we'll go for Everfall and we click. If we hover over here on the right hand side, you can see the taxes. So the property tax is low. Then you've got high trading tax, high crafting fee, and also a high refining fee. Whereas if we go over to, let's check out Reekwater again, you'll see that there's a moderate property, an average trading, a moderate crafting, and a moderate refining fee. So trading, you'd be best travelling over to Reekwater to do some trading. So always pay attention to this menu, check out the taxes for what you're going to be doing, whether it's refining, crafting, trading, or getting into a little bit of property. Make sure the taxes are low, and it's going to save you a good amount of resources and gold and stuff. Next up is do not forget to unlock shrines in the game. Shrines, outposts and settlements will allow you to fast travel to and from. They are incredibly helpful. If you take a look at the map, as you hover over a spirit shrine, it will show you in the little picture. Then if we head over to that question mark, we will go and unlock it and you will see the fast travel option pop up. Okay, so we're just heading over to the spirit shrine. I'm trying to be careful because there's a lot of corruption around me. But if you look into the sky, maybe once we pass this line of trees, there it is. Off these spirit shrines, you will see this massive thin beam that goes up. And that will let you know there's a shrine there. So always head over to them, unlock them, because they are going to help you a lot. So here we go. We are approaching this now. And when we get here, up the stairs we go, and make sure it pops up and says Spirit Shrine activated. And then if I open the map, we now have this brand new fast travel point available. Okay, next up is do not overpay for items when you are trading. If we head into the Everfall trading post and we have a look here, you'll see that you can get focus potions for 0.01. And then what you can do is search items. So say for an example, I want a steel mining pickaxe. I go here and I have a look. Location Everfall. price is 58. And then what you can do is you can filter here. You can go all settlements. And then you'll see the cheapest one is 58. However, you can get a green one for 65. And then if you look at Monarch's Bluffs instead of Everfall, you'll see that the cheapest one there is 99.7. So, if you were at Monarch's Bluffs, instead of paying 99.7 for a basic steel mining pickaxe, what you could do is instead travel down to Everfall and you could pay 58 instead. So don't overpay for your items in this game. Not only that, when you're doing this, make sure you pay attention to the gear score, which is the GS. Because if you look here, for 58, this is a 258% gather speed and a 308 gear score steel mining pickaxe. Whereas if you go down, that's the same. That's a 307 257. So you lose 1% and 1 gear score. And then you look at this one here, 323, a 273% gather speed. And it's exactly the same price. So check everything and make sure you're getting the best one that your gold can buy or your coins can buy. That's also why you want to make sure you're paying attention to the taxes. Because right now the fee, if I was to buy this, would be 7.25. Whereas going somewhere that has a higher tax, I'd end up having to pay even more. And the final thing to worry about with the trading post is when you are looking at these, right now all of these are red because I don't actually meet the requirement in terms of level. I have to be level 21. But if you pay attention to the price, 58 for a standard grey one comes with no perks, like no mods or anything like that. Then you look down here, for 65, it comes with 2 perks. So if you have a look, the steel mining pickaxe green, a 302, it's got a 252% gather speed. So it's not as quick as one of the others which is cheaper. But it comes with durable, so it's got 43% extra durability. And it comes with Azov extraction, which is, I would say, is a must on every single tool you can possibly get it on. Because you've got a 37% chance when finished gathering a node to gain 1 Azov. And obviously Azov is used for fast travelling in the game, so that's going to come in very handy. Another tip. If you press tab and go to your inventory, on the left hand side, as well as your encumbrance, this is completely separate. You have your equip load. If you look at the different sort of ratings for it, if you're encumbered, you are carrying too much in your inventory. It doesn't matter what your equip load is. You can't sprint or dodge. You lose more stamina while blocking. Remove some items from your bag. I'm currently running heavy. I don't want to be, but at the moment, that's all I've got. I need to try and find some better gear that's a lot lighter for my character. But my block stability is increased by 15% and crowd control debuffs I apply last 20% longer. Whereas if you look at light, while wearing light armor, at the very top, your dodge is a quick roll that covers a lot of distance. You deal 20% bonus damage and healing. So in order to bring this down, if you look at the gear score at the bottom, it's 202. I've got a 16, 24, 5, 5, 30, 372, 323.5. If I take my shield off, so if I quickly double click, you'll see that none of my stats have actually changed. So if I put my shield back on, we're going from 16, 24, 5, 5, 30. It stays exactly the same when you unequip it. So from a 26.6 equip load, that's going to take me down to a 23.9. I'm still heavy, but that could be the difference between falling into the medium category or the light. I'm going to keep my shield on for now. But if you're focusing on trying to get that extra 20% damage and healing, and you're very close, just unequip your shield. It's going to bring that down. Next up, when you are playing New World, do not ignore the crafting, gathering and refining. So if we go into our character menu by pressing K on the keyboard, you'll see I've got these trade skills. Crafting, refining, gathering. If we take a look at the levels, for an example, my tracking and skinning is level 20. If we come in here, gathering speed bonus 100%. You need the skinning knife to do it. I can skin animals that are up to level 15. At level 25, I will be able to skin animals up to level 20. However, if you look underneath that, small prey can be tracked at level 25, medium at 50, large at 75. Then I can start tracking small predators at 125 and large predators at 175. Hovering over this, it will show you skill level and then animal level. So when I'm skill level 200, I will be able to track and skin animals that are level 67. I also believe, not 100% sure on this, but I also believe that for every increment of 50 levels, so 50, 100, 150, 200, will give you a big XP boost. So you're going to level up, you're going to unlock extra perks. If we go back and we have a look at like fishing for an example, what you'll get here is different hotspots, and the further you go down in terms of levels, you'll see level 200 you get 3 secret hotspots that are discoverable and trackable. And not only that, you get a casting distance bonus, so you can go a little bit further out when you're casting. Mine's currently 0.10 meters. Another one is, let's say, woodworking, timber, level 0, and then if you look down here, glittering ebony, level 200, obsidian sandpaper, level 150. Also at 150, you've got ironwood planks. And then another one would be, let's go, cooking. Level 0, you can do all this stuff, and then the fish bait, you can cook that at level 5. Go all the way down, and then something like, let's just say level 100 plus, you can do a satisfying meal, an energizing satisfying meal, and then 150, a hearty meal, 163, copper dye. You can make dyes and stuff when you're a much higher level. There's a lot of dyes actually there. So make sure that you are paying attention to all of that. You're leveling up your skills. You're not ignoring these things in the game. You'll get XP boosts. You'll be able to do better things. Even like with harvesting, I can now, like eventually the 175 wire fiber is gatherable and you can track it at 200. And then with farm plants, I can track them at 20. I'm currently 12. But you also get your gathering speed bonus. Mine's currently 60%. Next up, if you look at the top right hand side of the screen, I currently have 3 quests active. Do not forget about your side quests in this game, because main quests that you are running will eventually slow down in terms of your progression, coming to a halt kind of thing, because one of them is going to require that you are level 30, and there are possibly some others in there that require a specific level. So you might actually get the level 30 quest at level 24 if you're not paying attention to the side quests. Whereas doing the side quests, you'll get XP, you'll get bonus stuff, and you'll level up, and then you won't have to wait so long if you do get a level specific main quest. If you go to your journal and you click on main story, you'll see I've got the corruption expert. This requires level 12. And that is the one to go down to a spirit shrine, search for a mysterious old man. Then I've got side stories. One of them I can't actually do to level 20. So I would have to do opening supply lines. And then possibly the main story. Just keep an eye on your journal and make sure you are doing the side quests as well as main story to level yourself up. Next up, do not forget about supply carts. These can be found in the different settlements. And I can't actually currently interact with this one, but right here, there is a hide supply cart. And once per day you are able to interact with them, you get free resources. Doesn't hurt at all to go around and gather them. Very, very quick. You're simply just picking it up. You can do it once per day, and it's going to give you those bonus resources. And like here, I can pull the well up. Also, behind this guy over here, you can take honey. There are several resources you can get in the settlement, so don't forget about those. Next up is to make sure that you do not go into high level zones too quick. If you pull up your map and zoom out a little bit, you'll see here Everfall is 1 to 25. And then if we have a look, Reekwater is actually 58 to 60 plus. You also have a couple down here that are 1 to 25. Some regions like Brightwood up here is 26 to 35. Don't go into the higher level ones like far too soon, because it's just going to be a setback for you no matter what way you look at it. Because not only will some of the enemies be way over leveled compared to you, their level's actually going to turn into a skull icon like on their sort of health bar. Instead of you seeing an actual level, they're pretty much going to one-tap you. Plus, there's going to be different resources in the higher leveled areas compared to lower level ones, and most of which you will not be able to do anything with until you're a higher level in the specific skill, and they're more common to come across the higher the zone you're in. So just stick around the parts that are suitable for your level and just work your way up when you're playing the game. Next up, and this is number 10, the penultimate one, and that is to not forget about special resources. If we go behind us and we go to the Arcane Repository Tier 3, if we wanted to, say for an example, craft the Ice Gauntlets, if we have a look over here, we have Special Resource. You can find these absolutely anywhere, chopping down trees, skinning animals. And if you have a look, if we were to add the Iron Corrupted Casing, we would get a bonus of Dexterity and Focus. There's one for Focus, Strength, Strength Focus, Strength Dexterity. You also get different perks, Keenly Jagged, Angry Earthbane, Mortal Lifesteal. There are lots and lots that you can do. There's another life-stealing one there. Vicious. So make sure you pay attention to these. Do everything you possibly can in the game to pick more up. And then the very final one, if we head back over to the trading post, don't forget to upgrade your tools. You can do this through crafting, but if we have a look at the trading post before we go in there quickly, if we have a look for an example at let's have a look at the Flint Mining Pick. It's got a 100% gather speed and a 100 gear score. If we go into the trading post, you can trade, you can craft them. If we type in, let's go with a steel mining pickaxe again, because we've done this one before, you'll see that these have a much higher gear score, but they also have a much higher gather speed as well. So not only is it just better for your gear score in general, but you're going to be able to mine with this pickaxe a lot faster. So in terms of the crafting, what you need to do is build up your engineering. So instead of just going to a trading post, spending all of your gold or your coin on buying the different tools and stuff that you can get, if you head back into your character menu by pressing K and you go to your trade skills, so if we go K, look at your trade skills, your engineering up here in crafting, you'll start off being able to craft flint stuff. But then if we scroll down, when you get this engineering up to level 50, you'll be able to actually craft the steel stuff. And then it goes up and up and up. You get star metal at level 100 plus. And then you can see all the different stuff like there, Rifle with Sinister Deeds at 145. And then you will get down to eventually where you start getting the Lazarus and the Garden Keeper stuff that you can craft. So make sure you're crafting all the time. You get this done at the workshop and the forge. And on that note, that was how to avoid 11 huge mistakes in New World. That is going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.